Who are the new App Store vigilantes? Jessica Vascellaro again. She's going to tell us all about this. App Store vigilantes, it sounds horrific. Tell us.
Well, one of the fun things about writing about apps out here in Silicon Valley is, there's so many developers who are obsessed with them and really trying to get every sort of tip and trick possible for distributing their apps and even sort of dealing with apps and the issues they raise. And I found there's a few different clusters of moms. The biggest group out here called Moms with Apps. They have over 1,000 members, mostly communicating online in a forum. But they're really getting into the weeds. And among the things they do is they have an editor who actually will review apps based on whether they're kid-friendly. These are apps sort of targeted at grade schoolers and promote them. And then they also have an app sort of that you can use to browse these apps that they have sort of said are made by developers who are kid-friendly. And it's a really deep ecosystem with a lot of activity, and I think speaks to the enthusiasm around apps, but also just how many people this has become a part of their lives, and they spend a lot of time thinking about them.
What do you think?
Well, I wonder what some of the things are specifically that the mom vigilantes are looking out for in the App Store. And I also wonder whether or not there are certain types of apps that are raising the ire of parents more than others. I mean, we know that the rules for apps making it into the iOS App Store are very stringent compared to perhaps the Google Android Marketplace, Jess. So are you hearing anything from moms about what kind of apps in particular they're concerned about?
Definitely. I mean, I think the biggest thing they worry about, well, there's two. There's advertising in apps and social media, like hooks to like something on Facebook or send something to Twitter within apps. And both of those are totally permissible by Apple. They're an important part of the app ecosystem. But the parents and the moms worry that for kids, they may not be great. You don't know what an ad network that's using some targeting may show. You don't know if someone clicks on a button that sends out a tweet you end up on Facebook. Those are the sort of things that the moms worry about. So. Yet there's also this idea of trying to be inclusive. So for instance, Moms with Apps will sort of invite a developer in whose apps have those things, but it's something that they talk about and want parents to be vigilant on. This group has also gone down and spoken to Congress and sort of about what kind of privacy rules they want to see regarding kids' apps. And that's something that we're sort of seeing heat up. There's a new report today out about it. The FTC is looking into it. And they're part of those conversations too.
Has there been any opposition to this sort of group? I mean, has anyone been saying, well, I'll decide what my kids look at on the App Store and what they get, and mom vigilantes can buzz off?
I don't think so, because I think no one's forcing an app to sort of get this Moms with Apps stamp of approval. Okay. Another one is called Kind Kids App. So, developers, and we haven't touched on this, are just so desperate to get attention. I mean, you're one of a gazillion apps in the App Store. So people who have kid-friendly apps, and all these moms in these groups are generally app developers themselves, anything that can give them a leg up, they're looking for. So they seem pretty eager to get the stamp of approval.
Okay, well, we'll see what they have to say to Congress. Thank you very much. Jessica Vascellaro of the Wall Street Journal.